Hi everyone. So I'm going to make some turkey stew or pot pie filling, whichever you want to call it. And we are going to can it in the Carey canner because I'm expecting 4 quarts. So hopefully that's all we get. I'm going to soften my onion. That's the only thing I'll be softening. And I've already made turkey stock out of my carcasses. So I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be thickening it with clear gel. So I have a half of a really big onion. I'm going to use all dried seasonings, garlic, marjoram, parsley, and then my all-purpose seasoning. So I figure, when you use fresh, it can get really strong. So I'm not going to use fresh garlic in this. So I'm going to let these soften, and then I'll come back. Looks like I got skin. Onion, not mine. Not mine, the onion. That was a stout onion, let me tell you. Whew! Winter onions. They are gnarly. So I'm going to soften this, and when this is softened, we'll come back, put the rest of it together, and pop it in the canner. Okay, from this point of my turkey here, we are going to get some clear gel. Clear gel. And we are going to take a 1/4 cup of the heaping 1/4 cup. Hopefully you're neater than I am. Just wiped everything down. Okay. And we are going to pour some of our stock that we're going to use in there and mix it like you would regular cornstarch and just dissolve it. And again, hopefully neater than me. What is that? Looks like rosemary. I probably cooked with rosemary on Thanksgiving. Okay, so get that dissolved. And that's your thickener. This is the same thing you would use in your pie fillings. It's a modified cornstarch board canning. If you don't want to do this, you can leave this step out and thicken it when you take it out. And this is turkey stew / pot pie filling, whatever we decide to do with it. So now I'm adding carrot, celery, and potato. And I'm not cooking that for the most part. I'm going to just season, go around once with, this is salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. So I would do a teaspoon of everything except for the pepper. I would do a 1/2 teaspoon. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of of dry parsley, half a teaspoon of marjoram, stir that about, and then add our broth. I'm hoping for 4 jars of 4 quarts of this. I'm going to add a tablespoon of chicken bouillon, and that's just to richen it up. So this is my 3rd quart of liquid. And then I'm going to add my clear gel. And I am just going to cook this until that has thickened. I'm not going to cook it until those veggies are done. I'm going to let those cook in the canner. And I'm adding my turkey. And you can cut all this stuff up into whatever size you want. I could have cut that, huh? Might be time to pull out the scissors. But that will break up as it's cooking, as you all know. Now my husband swears that I always, no matter what I do, I always give him a bone. It can be the smallest bone in the whole batch. It can be the only bone, just one in the whole batch. He's going to end up with it. And I painstakingly try to get every single bone out. But if one slips through, that man's going to get it, even if there's 10 people for dinner. So there, not so bad. Go get rid of that piece of skin. Bet I have a dog that would like that. Okay, so I'm going to let that go. It won't take long. Just bring it to a boil, and just like any other thickener, when it gets thick, I'll get the canner ready and we'll get this jarred up. I hope I get 4. We'll see. Okay, so we're getting thick now, and I mixed a little more clear gel with some broth. Excuse me. I turned my head. And it's getting thicker now. So I'm guesstimating for this pot, I'm not guesstimating, I used a half a cup of clear gel in total. And when it gets thick here, you'll see how thick it is. And then when you open it, depending on how you want to use it, if you want to use it in pot pie, you can thicken it more. And if you want to just eat it like this, as a stew or over a biscuit, whatever. If you wanted to eat it from a bowl like this, it's ready to go. And I have my canner over there. Oh, I wonder, hold on, I gotta find the cord. Okay, cord found. So I am going to start filling my jars. I'm going to turn that off. So we will get set up to put this in jars. Okay, we're going to fill our jars. This is smoking hot. And you want to fill these to 1 inch of head space. Make sure you get some of everything. I'm just a mess tonight. A mess. Okay. You'll want to get some vinegar for your rims. And I'm filling about halfway with solids and then whatever I catch in my liquid. Oh, and another thing you could do if you wanted is if you had a lot of gravy left from Thanksgiving, you could also add that to your pot of turkey stew. Totally up to you. Okay, I think I have my technique down now. So I'm not making a horrendous mess. I was worried I wouldn't get 4 quarts, and I'm probably going to have more than 4 quarts. I won't complain. That can be the husband's lunch. One day, Saturday, Friday. Okay. So now we'll get our vinegar. Paper towel. Put that back there. Let's see. That wasn't the most graceful transition, was it? So wipe our rims. I just washed rings. The vinegar will get the any oils, grease. It'll remove that. It smells good. When I tasted it, you might want to taste it for salt and what have you. Clean up some of my drips. Well, I have a vinegary rag. Don't inhale. Vinegar strong. All my lids. Trying not to be too jerky with you on the tripod. Excuse me, Precious. Now I'm going to do these for soup times at 75 minutes for quarts. 64 pints. And I'm doing that because I have half solids to liquid and my liquid is not that thick. So let's get the canner over here. You will want to get 4 cups of water for your canner. I'm going to plug it in before I start messing with water. If I can find the hole, it's on the other side. It's a very short cord with a long way to go. I've had people say they wouldn't do this on their glass top stove. I can on it with the regular canner, but I don't. I mean, we're redoing our kitchen, but I wouldn't recommend the steam blowing on your cabinets. It'll ruin the finish. Okay, we're in business. So I'll put my jars in. I'm going to let my water warm up since these are hot. You can put 4 quarts in your Carey canner. There's 2 cups. And 4 cups of hot water. We're going to close the lid. We have closed the lid. Turn it. I have my weight. We are going to airtight. Airtight. I can't see. I'm going to push high. I probably showed you my ugly floor. Okay, we're at 75 minutes. And push start. Thought I saw smoke. I was like, where's that coming from? Okay, so it's going to do its thing, so I'll be back when it's ready to come out. Alrighty guys, so it says off, and you want to make sure that this button right there is not up, so when it's down and you open it up, nothing comes out. Turn it, open it, and there you have it. They are still bubbling. So let's see. And then I let that was left in the pot, I let it cook until the veggies were done. And I have it in a bowl over here. And he can have that for lunch. You guys, I have to make baked beans for over 100 people out at the base. Should I do half vegan or a quarter vegan? Because I know a lot of people are vegetarian, vegan, paleo and stuff now. So is it proper etiquette when you cook for that many people to give an option? I don't know. Anyways, there's our turkey stew from Thanksgiving. So I guess that would be a leftover makeover. And this is what it looks like in a bowl. Would you guys like to see how to cut a pomegranate? I used to pick them when I grew up in California, and I have some. So anyways, that's what it looks like in the bowl. That's what it looks like in the jar. I miss the old ping sound, but as long as they seal. Anyways, if you have any questions, post them down below. And oh, I also wanted to say, if you get a Carey canner and you see it's say E10, that's equivalent to the venting for 10 minutes when you use your pot on the stove. And when that's done, it'll count down your time, just like the regular deal. So just wanted to throw that in there. Anyways, if you have any questions, post down below. If not, subscribe. If not, maybe a thumbs up or a thumbs down. and I will see you guys next time. Bye.